Hey everybody, Josh Koch alongside Cameron Brock for Houston Community Newspapers. Only a couple of days away from UIL realignment being announced. That's Monday morning at 9 a.m. That's when they'll all give us a big packet and we'll flip through it to see where all the new realignments look like. But we're going to give you something special. We're going to give you our look at it a few days before. And in 6A, it's going to look a little different for some districts, but Cameron, for the Cy-Fair district, it's not going to look much different there.
No, not much different, at least not according to Matt Stepp of the old Koch, who a lot of people are basing their projections off of. Basically, Cy-Fair, 10-team district still, except one change. It goes to Region 2 in his projections, which means they pair up with the Humbolds, the Kingwoods, the Kleins, the Springs, and Lufkin.
Yeah, Lufkin's going to be making the move as well. They move up from 16-5A in the last realignment, and they're actually that's a good transition as we go to what's going to be the new 14-6A.
Well, we don't know if
division.
It's going to be the new 14-6A, but we can tell you this: historically, and Lufkin has been in 6A before when it was back called 5A.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I went to school, I actually had to play against Lufkin. The 2-hour bus ride as a football player on a charter bus. Always fun times, but historically they always pair up with the Conroe schools. So wherever the Conroe schools are, they'll likely pair up with them. And according to Matt Stepp's projections, that district is remaining the same. Conroe and Humboldt just add Lufkin and make an 18 district.
Yeah, it would be the Woodlands, Oak Ridge, College Park, Conroe, Atascocita, Kingwood, Summer Creek, and then Lufkin coming in. If you look at Lufkin, the last 2 years, this last season, they finished second in football in 15-6A. They lost in the first round. The year before that, they finished fourth, making the playoffs, and lost in the first round as well. And then you look at the potential district that they're going to join. You've got an Atascocita team that went 12-2 last year, went to the fourth round, lost to state runner-up Westlake, who lost to North Shore in the state championship this year. And then you also have Big Bad, the Woodlands, one district this year at 10-2 and 6-0 in district play. So you also have Kingwood make the playoffs as well. So it's not an easy district to come into in any means.
But there are several questions around the entire area of Houston. Like, for instance, Alvin is going to be a 1-6A school district. So where are they going to wind up? Manville drops down to 5A. You got A-Leaf. You got the Spring Branch schools, Stratford and Spring Woods, who were formerly 5A. They're moving up to 6A. Richmond George Ranch moving up to 6A. C.E. King moving up to 6A. Goose Creek Memorial moving up to 6A. A lot of teams are moving up to 6A. So, you look at some of the stuff. By the way, Montgomery, 2 more years of 6A before that new school pops up. So, is there going to be change? According to Matt Stepp, not much change in the Region 2 projections when you throw Cy-Fair over there. But that Spring District, they're on 45. All 3 schools are on 45. Very easy travel schedule, highway-wise. They could wind up anywhere. And if you put, Aldine is just south. They've got 5 schools. You pair Spring and Aldine together, you got a perfect 18 district, and not much travel there.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing when you start looking at realignment. You want to put the best districts together, but then also geographically you want to make it easy for travel and everything, especially with the cost of everything now with teams having to travel. And not only, I know we're talking about football, but you also have to think about basketball and baseball and softball and those sports like that this is going to affect as well. But I know the biggest thing that people look at is football. How's this going to look on the gridiron next fall? I guess finally, as we wrap up about 6A, what would be, in your mind, one, a big surprise for 6A to make a move, and what would be a good move for 6A to kind of in the districts that we cover?
A big surprise would be if, the big surprise last time was Montgomery winding up with Spring and Klein. And I think, I don't think a lot of people will be surprised if that happens again. But with Lufkin coming into the new back up to 6A, it would be a surprise to me if Montgomery didn't get paired up with the Conroe schools.
Oh, wow. Well, okay. Well, we will know Monday morning at 9 a.m. sharp. That's when they say everybody, even the coaches. We've talked to our coaches, and they say they don't know anything. They won't know till 9 a.m. when we know, and that's going to be fun. So be sure to follow us on Twitter as well. We'll be both at the Region 4 Center here in Houston, reporting on that live Monday morning as the new realignments get announced. And as always, you can check out yourhoustonnews.com for the latest on high school sports, basketball, volleyball, football, everything, swimming, diving, track, field, tennis. We got it all, and you can check it all out there on yourhoustonnews.com.